And we're back. As with last time, we're inside the Shadow Thief headquarters because Yamato, at least, no, Yoshimo, that's right. Yoshimo mentioned to us as we were entering the docks that he had a, shall we say, complicated relationship with the Shadow Thieves, and they told him to come and see them soon, or there would be problems, let's just say. But he also mentioned to us there was a potential for us to make some profit off of this, if we play our cards right, and at the moment, we desperately need cash. To be able to rescue Imwen, we are going to need something to the order of... And I'll just actually show you this on here. If I can find it again. We are going to need 20,000 gold. Which is going to be rather tricky to get our hands on. We have a job from some apparently corrupt noble that's going to offer us about 10,000, but 1, we don't know how difficult that will be. 2, we don't know how morally questionable it will be, so we'll have to wait and see. But we're here now, so we may as well speak to them. And at the moment...
Ready and able.
There's this Sidgi fellow over here who's the only one around who has a name.
Oh, yes.
So I think he is a good point to talk to
Good
first.
To see a like-minded friend to be.
Who are you? If you have to ask, you haven't been here long. I be Sidgi, one of the good fellows here in the Shadow Thieves. I see. Well, I'll be moving on then.
Yes?
Yeah,
Just as
that guy's not got anything to say we care to hear. So, let's move on to whatever's over here and see if we can't find this Rialto fellow. At least I think that's his name, that we were asked to talk to.
Onward, then.
Quite the expansive operation they've got going on, though. Oh, Renal Bloodscalp, that was the name, right. Don't know why I thought it was Rialto.
Yes, I'm still here.
My, if it isn't the freelancer Yoshimo come to see me at last. I had nearly thought that the streets had opened up and swallowed you whole, dear lad. I'm so pleased that you gave any thought at all to my well-being, sire. It is always good to be remembered by one's peers. Well now, that would imply that you were one of my peers as opposed to a ragtag independent infringing on our territory. You are just too much, Yoshi. I kinda like this guy. As much as he's probably a bit of a selfish jackass, given that he runs a professional criminal organization and probably does a lot of things Toby would disagree with, he is kind of amusing. Yoshimo, if you please, sire. Where I come from, such a pet name is only used by, well, let us say that you and I have not become so familiar just yet, Point taken. Have you finally come to pay your debt for your recent activities, or are we to simply trade barbs until I am forced to do something hideous? I have come as you have commanded, sire. You have a task for me? I thought I did, but it appears you have done something better. Your traveling companion is of interest, and you have brought him before me. My thanks. You will not endanger him, sire? It would be poor treatment of my honor if my companion was brought to danger because of my debt. No, nothing like that, I assure you. Now, let me speak to your companion for a moment. Okay, if you've got something to say to me, then say it.
You'll have to excuse me if I stare, as you're not quite what I was expecting. From all I've been told, I was expecting someone larger.
Is that right? You were expecting me, then. So, what exactly is it that you have been told? Oh, I've been told many tales of your exploits. Some bits of your activities here in Athkatla, as well as further north. What exploits here? I literally got here, wandered around a few districts, and slept at the inn. What exploits are you talking about? Now, if you mean in Baldur's Gate and that sort of area, then I can see how those exploits would come down to you. I did kill someone who wanted to become a god, as well as overturn a conspiracy, and clear out a massive tower full of uber-powerful death creatures and all. So yeah, I can see how you'd be interested in that. You must understand, naturally, that an organization like mine thrives on information above all else. He who is ignorant quickly becomes a target and all that. Yes, I understand, but who exactly are you? If I presume correctly, you are the leader of the Shadow Thieves, but beyond that, I know nothing of you. My name is Renal, as I'm sure you've been told. Renal Bloodscalp. A little nickname I've earned over time. Rather grisly, but it keeps the fearful in line. As an aside, I am not the leader of the Shadow Thieves, as you perhaps mean. But I lead enough that it makes no difference to you, but this is irrelevant. Very well. Then what is it that you wish of me? Right to the point, eh? Refreshing. I am sick of underlings who shift from foot to foot. I find a bit of directness to be a nice change. To be short, Galen recommended you, and I trust his word. I am in need of mercenaries to perform a particular task, and you are just the one to do it. Well, then, what kind of work would you be speaking of exactly? I could do with some details before I make any agreement. I wouldn't want to agree to be involved in something that included children and blood sacrifices, or something like that, after all.
Yes, the details. How shall I put this? One of my guild houses to the south is run by a rather ambitious fellow named Mavar. Good thief, but I never liked him. Now I know why.
I've had some hints that he is getting too big for himself. Thinking of taking my place, I suspect. But I've had no real evidence to say that this is so. Now, you're likely thinking, why not just eliminate him? Yes, I suppose I could. But without proof of betrayal, this would anger the other guild masters, and then I'd have a war on my hands, and, well, just let it lie that I don't want that. Especially not with the war we've heard about, right? Bet you wouldn't go to outsiders unless the other guild was threatening you pretty badly. So, where was I? Oh yes, your part in this. I would like you to go to Mavar and join his guild. I'll give you papers saying you were being transferred by the Shadow Master. You will spy on Mavar from the inside and find the evidence that I need. Once he is damned with proof, you can take care of this nuisance and eliminate Mavar. One less headache for a busy man such as myself to be concerned with. You'll need to reassure Mavar, naturally. He won't know who you are, but I'm confident that you are more than capable of this. What say you? Interested? Well, hypothetically speaking, say that I was interested. What kind of pay would result from such an arrangement? Yes. We all arrive at this point eventually. What's in it for you? Well, since this is a rather delicate mission, I have a rather unusual offer for you. I've been looking for someone of your particular talents and abilities. You have a reputation, and I wish to see if it holds true. If it does, and Mavar proves to be guilty, and of that I have little doubt, then you will have proven yourself to me fully. At that point, I would offer you the position which poor Mavar would be forced to vacate. How about it, Toby? Interested in running your own guild house? Running my own guild house? Well, I presume that such a thing would come with a cut of the profits, and I would have my own guild of thieves. I would have some of the thieves who work in this guild reporting to me, so more of an information gathering arm. This sounds rather intriguing, quite honestly. Interesting. Very well, I will agree to do as you ask. Excellent. I knew this would work out for the best. You remind me a bit of myself when I first arrived here. In case you are wondering, Yoshimo, this will ease your freelance activity debts. So long as you help Toby, they will be overlooked, for now. You are too good to me, sire. The first part that needs to be taken care of, naturally, is finding the evidence on Mavar. Here are the papers you need to present to Mavar's men to gain access. I'm sure I don't have to tell you to be careful, do I? No, I didn't think so.
No, I can carry nothing else. Your item is on the ground.
Just head to the storefront in the central docks and speak to the storekeeper Gort. Show the papers to him and he'll let you into the guild house proper. Work for Mavar as long as it takes to collect your evidence, and bring whatever you can find to me. I'll be waiting to receive it most eagerly. We do the bidding of thieves now? This churns my belly like a hamster running endlessly within a wheel. This can't be a good sign, Toby. This is an excellent opportunity, Toby, for us all. Remember, though, you must act as a loyal guild member at all times, or our cover will be destroyed. Yes. That's...
To the task at hand.
Okay, so... this is a very interesting proposition we've gotten from Renal now. And I'm definitely going to take advantage of the potential to have my own guild hall, and obviously make some money off of the people who will then be working for me. This might speed up our process of getting what we need for rescuing anyone.
Excellent day for whatever you're after.
Now, let's do a little bit of buying and selling with our black market thief here. We picked up quite a few things, Toby, that we're not particularly bothered to hold on to. All these spells. Though we should give Nali at least some of them, since she's going to be our mage in the immediate future, basically decided, so maybe I'll hold off on selling spells for the time being. At least until we determine what she has and what she can use. Still need to identify that plate mail. And we're definitely going to need to get an identify spell at some point. Up above 4,000 gold now. Nice. You're holding on to quite a few things, Jahira. Metaspell Influence Amulet. Keeping that. $1 gold off of Yoshimo's shit. Dagger +1 I am holding on to for when we inevitably get Imoen back. For now, Nalia will be using it, I guess. Same with the short. Or possibly we'll let her use the short sword instead. I don't know. There. That's all the selling I'm going to do for now. But let's see what we can have identified. What I want to have identified. Going to be rather expensive. And stuff identified. Start with the plate mail. Plate mail +1. I think that's Minsk's. Most probably is. Nolly has plenty of things I want to ID. She's the only one holding them, though. Let's do the pommel jewel first. I have no idea what this pommel jewel is. Jewel of the Equalizer. Curious. Short sword +1. Mace +1. Bastard sword +1. That's everything identified. No, we're not going to try and steal from the thief. That strikes me as a pretty dumb thing to attempt. So back out into the streets. And let's quick save. Pretty late at night, I can see. Piece of red cloth. Oh, right, that's for that one quest. In any case, Nalia, get ready to start learning a lot of spells. You're going to be our mage in the immediate future. And since we don't have anyone around to do that, much as Toby would prefer to just not have a mage until he manages to rescue Imwan, that's just not realistic. So let's get started. Copying a whole bunch of spells to your spellbook. That one we already have, so can sell. Same with that. There you go. Jahira's been holding on to rather a lot of spells. So she can fork over some to Nalia. Nalia has now spells she already knows. Out of the scrolls she's carrying, which those scrolls are getting given away at some point. It should be mentioned. Okay, since you already know those, Annie can hold on to the rest. She probably has magic missile actually, but I'll check for that one anyways. Esoteric touch. Whatever the hell that is. Spell magic. Nice. That's flame arrow and shocking grasp. You didn't have magic missile. Tisk tisk, Nalia. You gotta up your game. Really? And I forgot to identify the dagger Minsk was carrying. Well done, me. Speaking of Minsk, have some fancy armor. So that's Sword of Chaos +2. That's what Minsk is carrying right now. Which is definitely the better weapon. Sword of Agility. What's this? Not usable. What kind of sword is this? Is what I'm looking for. Type one-handed. It's a short sword. So you can use that, I guess. Oh, it's not usable by a mage, so forget that. Just take the short sword +1. And get yourself on using a bow for now. We're going to have to go do some more selling at some point. But for now, Nalia, have some more arrows. There we go. Including this single arrow that is just sitting around for whatever reason. Also, apparently Yoshimo can level up. We'll give him a bunch more skill in moving silently, I guess. Most of the thief stuff Toby's going to be doing, so I don't really care about Yoshimo. But he's level 11 now. Making him the highest level person in our party. Going to have to fix that. Speaking of, let's find that quest again. Bring the poisoned man to his friends. Southwest part of the Docks district for Renfeld. That's what I was doing before we decided to pop in there.
Your voice is ambrosia.
So, Czar the Bastard wants us to go in there, cross the harbors, and rescue Montaron the Bastard, who should be dead. And there are a couple of reasons for this, but Toby is not keen on this idea. For one thing, he doesn't want to cross the harbors. He likes Jaheira, and no, Jaheira would probably not be too fond of the idea. For another thing, we never liked or trusted Czar, so why should we do anything that he wants us to? Yes, exactly what is in this for me? Can you give me one good reason why I should do as you ask? A reward? It is not enough to save a fellow being in need. Bah. Very well, you shall have a reward in gold for your efforts, and something else as well. I know certain information. The mage who captured you, Irenicus, I know where he is. Do my task and I shall tell you. Heh. Well then, that's the sort of information that has piqued Toby's interest. We are now seriously considering doing as he asked, and rescuing Montaron, who should be dead, mind you, in exchange for this information. Very well, I will see what I can do, but I make no promises. Excellent. Go to their building and return once you have found him. Short, halfling, thief. Even one of your intellectual capacity can't miss him. Well, that's all well and good, but I have more important things to take care of first. Involving this little business with the shadow thieves we've got to take care of. Into Marvar's guild hall we go, then. And this would be the guy we talked to get our asses in, probably.
Welcome to my humble establishment.
Take a look around, and if you wish, I'm Gorch, the humble proprietor of this modest establishment. I am here to see Mavar, actually. Why did you not simply say so earlier? You have something written for me, yes? Yes, everything appears to be in order. You can see Mavar through the door in the back. So nice to meet you, my good friend.
Yes? Of course.
Alright then. We have business to attend to then. And Toby should probably attend to these matters privately. But first, let's chat with Gorvin.
Explain your intent and make it good.
Oh. He does not seem to really want to have a conversation, so whatever.
Something you need? Ready and... oh, yes!
Let's see. If Mavar is around and feeling talkative, then we can get this out of the way nice and quick like. After talking to literally everyone, though.
Yes?
Yeah, I'm looking for Mavar. Go down the stairs. And he's torturing people. Thanks, I'll be on my way. Yeah. We do not want to be in this little base any longer than we strictly have to, because this guy does not sound very pleasant. And from what I'm hearing so far, we may have to... how should I put this? Find ourselves an alternative workforce when we eventually take over.
Onward then!
And I think we're not in the right end of things currently. Because I'm not seeing any Malvars around. Bit of gold sitting around on a table, though. And we can never turn down a bit of free gold. But no Malvar. No Malvar. Don't know what that is, but I want it. Now, what's down there?
To the task.
Not the place we want to go. Let's see if we can't break through. It's not a door at all, just a painting, apparently. That's lovely. Really is, just lovely.
Of course.
Nothing of interest in there. That's just a generic shadow thief. So let's head back down these stairs.
I wouldn't dream of refusing.
Now, where is Malvar?
Explain your intent and make it good.
That guy doesn't want to talk to us. Great. He's probably down here. That lady did say head down the stairs.
Whatever I can do to help.
Albeit she didn't bother to tell us which stairs to head down. Secret passageway. Handy. Doesn't appear there's anything of interest in there, but yes, I am seeing the torture room
I
vibe.
certainly hope you've got a reason to be bothering me, because I'm quite busy, as you can see.
Ah, poor Lynn passed out. I have a few minutes to spare then. Who are you and why shouldn't I kill you? Yes, no need for that. I'm here as reinforcement. Renal Bloodscalp sent me. Or Bloodscalp, even. And I'm sure you've letters of authorization or that sort of thing. Irrelevant. How about we throw you on the rack and make sure you are who you say you are? How about I gouge out your eyes and torture you to death with your own spleen? Would you like that?
Or perhaps not. Scared you, did I? Fear will keep you honest.
You don't want to wind up like Lynn here with me having to test your honesty. Difficult to do with certainty. Yes, better that he die an honest man than live as a liar and endanger us all. Such thoughts are akin to mine, but I will hold you no closer knowing you're as cold as I. Instead, a simple quest to test your worth and pad our coffers. I suppose I should make the task something you wouldn't balk at completely. How about a little petty larceny amidst the stuffed robes over the Talos Temple? I require the amulet worn by the Weather Mistress. Yes, it looked lovely on her, and I've a beautiful Sheltie Spaniel cross that it will adorn as well. Just as well. You need not kill her to get it. She likely removes it in the night, As pleasing as it is, it would leave a welt the size of a melon if slept upon. Now get moving. I've told you the mark, you do the rest. Pick it from her sleep if you must, but do not bother me again without the goods. Okay. We have our first mission to prove our loyalty here. I'll be getting to that soon enough.
Yes, of course.
But first, we have a little bit of buying and selling we need to do with our
Welcome to my
merchant
humble
friend here.
establishment.
Show me what you got. And I have a few things I want to sell to you. That necklace in and of itself will make up for what I spent on... Actually, don't sell that. I'm going to give it to Nalia. Yeah. The necklace alone will easily make up for what we spent identifying items, which is going to be very nice indeed. That's some quick, easy cash. Why did I have Minsk take off the Mail of the Dead when I'm pretty sure that's the better one? I'm an idiot. Also, sell the bastard's sword. He has a better one already. Same with the mace +1. Actually, wait a second. Anamon might use maces. I should check that before I sell the thing. And we're also going to sell all of these, because those are those that Nalia already knows. So there's no reason to hold on to them. And I'm sure we'll get new copies for any of them that we need to teach to Imoen. There we go. Speaking of Nalia, I'm keeping that short sword for Imoen. And we're already up to 7,000. Handy. Now let's see which of these Nalia can learn, and she can ID any of this stuff. Apparently I'd given her an identify spell and forgotten about it. Going to sell those two. You can learn spell thrust and contingency. You already have stone skin.
The customer is always right.
I have a few more things I need to sell you, so I hope you've got the cash on hand. Let's see, dagger, stone skin, and spear +1. Up to 7622. Nice.
I wouldn't dream of
There we are.
Oh, yes.
It's a decent chunk of change that we got on hand. Now, let's check Animan. What's he proficient with? Warhammer, spear, mace. Oh yeah. He is using a mace. So you can have the magic mace that I picked up. We will sell the old one at some point or other. I forget, what does this actually do? Memorize an extra 2nd level spell. Okay. Now, we have armor class 2. Oh, apparently the Mail of the Dead was not as good as this Plate Mail +1, so it was a good thing I swapped that out. Tiny number of more things we need to sell off and such.
Just as I thought.
Okay. Rylock here. These are the guys that are apparently Harpers, and Czar wants us to rescue Montaron out from under these guys, but I'm actually going to talk to them about that first, just to see if we can't come to some sort of diplomatic arrangement, or if I end up deciding I want to help them with this instead of helping Czar, who, to be honest, Toby does not really like Czar, so that's entirely possible.
What can it be now?
Ones who returned Renfield, greetings to you again. Is there something you need? Oh, we can't do that. That's unfortunate. Don't suppose I could have a look inside? Oh, that's not what I wanted to say. Oh well. Honestly, as nice as it would be to get this information about Irenicus, let's just say that Toby is not too keen on having to agree to do something for Czar in order to find out whatever it is he knows. We had a bad first impression of Montaron and Czar in the first game, and now he wants us to help rescue Montaron, who is supposed to be dead, mind you. And we have some muggers. They're obviously not smart enough
I will do what I can.
to
I'm
be
the needy one now.
getting out of our way.
Glad to be of assistance.
We're going to have to kill them.
Plan to live your inner side, Will. All right, you and me. Let's go. Plan to blade.
Jahira, back off. You're also very injured.
Let's go. Something you need. What is it now? Feel the backhand of justice.
Okay, the rest of you prepare to wail on his ass.
Your inner side, Will. Ready and able.
Yeah, get him.
Onward then.
That went pretty well, considering how injured a lot of us have turned out to be. So,
Yes.
Toby, it's time to loot their corpses for what few coins these guys have on hand. These are just back alley muggers. They're not gonna have a lot of gold. So, every little bit helps.
As you will.
There we go. Now let's save. And it's time to GTFO from this area. And there are 3 more we need to go to at some point. The temple, government, and bridge. but first, before I go to any of them, I think we need to get a night's sleep and rest off our injuries. Let's see here. Tavern down here. That'll do for resting off the injuries, I think.
Of course.
So come on.
Hey, lovely lady.
Get your asses down here. Just sleep off the fact that a few of us have gotten the crap kicked out of us due to attrition. And then we'll head over onto the bridge tomorrow. I think is the best way to do this.
Something you need.
Okay, everyone else stay put. Toby can go and get you a room. I hope. Or maybe we have to go downstairs to get anything.
Jahira, my darling, so good to see you. Won't you come sit and chat a while?
What is this? What the fuck is this? You know this guy, Jahira?
I am sorry, do I know you?
You do not remember? Ah, but this is understandable. It has been years since we last spoke. Far too long, really. Forgive me, but I will require a little more information. Your name again? Ahem. My name is Ployer, Baron Ployer, of the Kalimshan Ployers? Come now, you must have some inkling. No, I'm terribly sorry, but your face is unfamiliar. Perhaps if you told me what you do. My name means nothing? Nothing? I am Baron Ployer. Ployer! You ruined me. Not remembering is an even greater insult. You are why I am destitute today. You and your Harper kin accuse me of breeding slaves in Kalimshan. My businesses in Athkatla were taken. I was made a pauper, and you do not even remember. I remember well, but I wanted you to say it, and I wanted others to hear. Quite the outburst, Mr. Ployer. I assume you are still at odds with your new life? This is the type of insolence I was talking about. It is not enough that you ruin a man, you must also berate him. Mr. Ployer, I wanted you dead instead of merely humiliated. The courts did not seem to think death was warranted, so they claimed your assets instead. That you live in poverty is gratifying if you must live at all. I would suggest you change your tone. I am not in a mood for giving charity to old slavers. Haven't lost your fire, I see. Still a harper. This scrawny lout one, too. That fellow Khalid you were once with was a better compliment. Is he here as well? He is none of your concern. If you value your teeth, you will not speak that name again. You dirty it. Yes, very well. How about your companions, Jahira? Do they count themselves among the Harpers as well? Yes. Well, I bear the Harpers no grudge, but beyond that, it is my business. I see. If you travel with the one that harmed me, it becomes my business. The friends of my enemies and all that. Wow, so this guy is taking enemy of my enemy is my friend and reversing it into the friend of my enemy is my enemy. Which kind of makes sense in a lopsided sort of way, I suppose. Jahira, you and your claims brought me shame and suffering, and today I am going to exact payment for your slanderous accusations. I am going to... ... Well, the slander is going a bit far. You actually were a slaver, you know. It's not slander if it's proven. Oh, I love you, Jahira. You are such a badass. You really are. That is beside the point. What matters is that you ruined me, and now I'm going to ruin you. Oh, fuck.
What have you just done, Ployer? Speak!
It is my gift to you. You will be slowly destroyed, just as my family was. It is my curse. My nasty, nasty curse. A little something I had made just for you. Oh, I am going to enjoy watching you die, Baron Poophead. I really am going to enjoy your death. It will be the sweetest of all victories. Your days are numbered. Consider yourself warned. I may not see your lingering death, but I will smile knowing it will happen. And I sleep beneath rags so I could afford this wasting death for you. Nobody made you a slaver. You just love the profit. Now you blame those that caught you because you cannot take responsibility. You are a weak, weak man. But I am a weak, weak man who will live. Well, you are a strong woman who will die. Give my regards to Belgrade when you see him. Ha 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 ha. Well, shit.
I'll plant him beneath the stones of ice if I...
Are you okay, Jahira? You aren't looking so good. No, I'm fine. I just felt a little strange for a moment. That fat excuse for a slaver, he's cursed me. Damn him. Yeah, come on. This has to be a simple matter, surely. We've been cursed before. We just have to walk into a temple and have it moved. Problem solved, right? I doubt he would have bothered if the curse were so simple. If this curse was tailored to me, then we've no recourse but to exact its cure from his hide. Then we should find him immediately. Any thoughts on where to look? I've got my own, but if you care to add to them. I have a few options. Lawyer mentioned that he lived in squalor, suggesting he may be in the poor section of the city. Not likely to find him quick, though. Mages with him wore odd colors that might be traceable. Ask at the government building, as all magic is regulated in Azkatla, if they will talk. He also mentioned Belgrade, a merchant that helped expose Ployer. He frequents the Copper Coronet, and the bartender Bernard might know his whereabouts. Well then, I would say that checking near what's likely to be his place of residence would get us answers the most quickly, so we will begin searching the slums as soon as we can. Very well, though I should like to try and find Belgrade eventually. It has been it's been some time since we talked. Do a quick save. And then
You want very day when the thug come extend a bit of hospitality to his guests. Come, enter and be welcome at the sea's bounty.
let's get us a room. Quite a few of us are pretty badly wounded, and we need to sleep it off. I know Jahira said we need to hurry with this, but we're in no shape to do anything at this moment in time. So we'll go after it once we're able. There.
Something you need?
Nice and rested, so
Of course.
let's get out of here.
I wouldn't dream of refusing.
Everyone to the door, please.
Oh, yes.
Now. Everyone to up there.
For you, sir, 20 pence.
We were going to head to the bridge and check out that area, since I'm pretty sure that that guy who buried what's-his-face alive was supposed to be hanging out there, but at the moment I'm feeling that the slums are much more urgent for us, since we need to pay a visit to the Copper Coronet, which, if I remember correctly, is somewhere in this area of the city. Yeah, right up ahead, in fact.
Just as I thought.
So, let's get ourselves inside, and we can do the business of
You must gather your party.
confronting this prick's goons right now, basically. Bernard, or something like that, was the name of the person that Jaheira said we might want to talk to here in the Coronet. Though if he's upstairs, I'm going to have to get the bouncers to let us through first. You all wait back here, I think.
Ready and able.
Toby
Task at hand.
can go see if we can't get an answer. Oh, Bernard. That's the barkeep. Right. What can I do for Jaheira? Jaheira, no games now. Look like you've seen your own ghost, or about to. Young lady, you look about 90. Are you ill? I'm fine, Bernard. I just need... The hell you are. There's lots you're traveling with running you ragged. I'll have them fishing for shark in the bay with no net if they... Bernard, I'm fine. I just need some information. I need to find Belgrade. Oh, I'm sorry to hear, but he's not around anymore. I ain't had the pleasure of his company in nigh unto... Bernard, this is important. I need to contact him. I know you can connect with the network when you need to, so... Oh, Jaheira, you misunderstand me. Belgrade, he's dead. Dead? When? A while back, he got sickly just like... Oh my, just like you. What is it, a plague that only affects Harpers? I knew your lot would anger the wrong god, or... Bernard, please, I need to know where they found Belgrade. I also need to know if you have seen Baron Ployer. Found Belgrade in the East Slums. Too many tracks to tell if he was dumped there, and Ployer, he ain't welcome here. Damn glad you exposed him, Jaheira. I see. Thank you, Bernard. I really must be going now. You take care now, please. Well, that was a bit of a potential dead end. The person that just thought would have this information is a bit on the dead side. So we're going to have to go intel hunting around in the sewers. Of course, we could take this to the government district, but we might...
Greetings, citizens. I trust you'll be keeping your weapons at your sides.
I should hate to have to run you by the garrison if anything should happen. Yeah, I'm sure There are more important things than me for you to be worried about. No need to worry yourself over my safety. I'm an accomplished fighter. I can look after myself. Without question, but I'm making it my business to warn everyone on the street tonight. With all your gear, you might look a rich target to the wrong person. Heirs of goodness need no warning. Where we tread, evil trembles in our wake. I'm warning everyone so as to get the word out that there are guards on the street. We've had a string of killings, and I don't want any more happening. A string of killings, you say? No doubt bandits or some such. I've had my fair share of attacks on the streets as well, in other parts of the city. Bandits I can understand, they're easy enough to figure out. What's happening here is, it's murder, but not like any I've ever seen.
There's a disgustingly sick person out there, and I simply don't have the manpower to protect everyone.
He's been killing paupers, sometimes in the alley where they sleep. What? But that makes no sense. Why would someone prey on the poor? What could they possibly have of enough value that would justify that effort? It doesn't make any sense. Nothing. They have nothing to take. He kills them, and that is all. Not only is it pointless, but he does it in as painful a way as possible. It's sick. He flays them alive. There's been blood all over the area. Little Faraji, a local urchin, found the latest victim. I hate to think of a child seeing that. Sounds like the work of a very sadistic person. We should look into this, Toby, so we could find clues where others could not. The confines of the city do much to chisel at the sanity of its inhabitants, but I wonder if there is some other force at work. We had best be wary. Enough of this, I must go about my rounds. If you find any information about the murders, be sure to let me know. Don't go looking for trouble, though. I have enough problems with walkers and beggars. Old Rampa was damn near killed, and a street one in the Strain area, Rose, was plain lucky. Don't be like them. You needn't worry on our part, Lieutenant. From what I've seen, Toby and his allies can protect themselves from just about anything. We can, but that doesn't mean we should be arrogant about it.
I'll trade you a few words, sure enough.
I tell you, it's only gonna get worse. And you can't tell who they are by looking at them. This one here was in my tavern just last night. Hush up, you. Here's a man just like any other. Just because he was in with that shadow thief crowd doesn't mean you should refuse to serve him. Got his own trouble anyway without you helping. Have to refuse half the city if you bar the shadow thieves. Probably end up dead too. They don't scare me. Look at this bunch. Dead as they can get, and their black little hoods didn't help them one bit. What killed them was a lot more than you could handle. Look at the marks on them. This is a guild war like they say. It's just going to get worse. Yeah, you say that already. Maybe I should close up shop for a few 10 days. I could use a break. Close up and someone spills salt or forgets to knock on wood. You old worry wart. Business as usual for me. We'll see. Guild wars just mean trouble. Lots of trouble. Yeah. Things are obviously not going great around here. That much we can say for certain.
You will suffer. Oh, yes.
Oh, you're trying to mug me, are you? That's so cute. Get out of here before I have to make you regret it.
All right, you and me.
Aw, how adorable. They're trying to mug us. That's so cute. Muggers attacking Toby. That's just darling. It really is just so precious.
Ready and aim. Of course.
Aww.
I would dream.
They thought we were muggable. Isn't that just so sweet? It's just adorable that they think we, of all people, can be mugged. How precious. Really. How utterly precious. Temple, a couple of inns, derelict house. And we got this kidnapper guy who's supposed to be hanging out somewhere in this district, but I probably won't do anything with that. Let's chat with this Rampaw fellow and see if he has anything for us. Yeah, who's poking old Rampaw? What do you want? Get off. I ain't stole nothing. Ease up, old man. I just want to ask you something about the murders. I ain't done it. Wasn't me, I swears. You ain't talking me into no guardhouse. Walls are bad. Not from the guards. I just want to ask you a few things. Not from the guards? Okay, then I talk to you. They treat me bad sometimes, but I just want to sleep. What do you want? First off, tell me everything you know about these murders. Nothing. Not a thing. Nothing? Then why do the guards think you might know something? Don't know nothing. Guards kept us away. They know all I know. That's it. But I got something they don't. I got what they don't. They be blind, but I saw it and now it's mine. Elaborate, please. Not telling. You want, you gotta buy. I found it. Right near a body. It's mine, so you gotta pay. You pay 100 gold. Yeah, 100. Alright. Here's your 100 gold. If it solves us this mystery, then I'd say it's worth the price. Now, what is it you found? Oh, that was a misclick. He only wants 40 instead of 100. I'll give him that. Now, what did you find? It's not human flesh. You think it is? Because it's not. It's leather, but it's not human flesh. Should I tell you? Them bodies be flayed and have none, but this ain't theirs. Yes, thank you. I'll be going now. You go, take that leather because it's not human flesh. This is different. Go and dance now. Talk to the settler that buys. Settler that buys. Interesting. A merchant, no doubt. I wonder. Merchant Square. No. There's a tanner shop down here. Maybe we talk to them. That might be a good place to gain the information we're after. A tanner shop. Tanners make leathers, so that would seem to be some of the information that we would want is likely to be found at such a location. And apparently we just walked right past it. Lovely. It's just great. Let's get all of us in here.
I'm sorry I am closed at the moment. Come back when I have replenished my stock.
Okay, but I'm not here to buy anything. I'm actually looking into these local murders and wanted to see if you knew anything about them. I was told... I was given some cryptic information and it seemed to point to that I should ask you. The guards have already canvassed the neighborhood, so if you want anything, go talk to them. I don't know who or what you are, so I'm not talking to you. I think you should. I found leather at the scene of one of the murders. Not to disappoint you, but there are many, many people that own leather. You among them, I am sure. I make my living selling it, so I know how common it is. No, if that is the extent of your evidence, you have nothing more to say. I am a respected businessman, and if common sense will not keep you away, then I will have the guards force you. Leave. Sorry for bothering you.
Something you need?
Okay, we're going to have to... Apparently that ended with us accusing him. I did not want to do that. I was just hoping he would have some information for us. We'll have to look into this more thoroughly first, I think. But first...
Let me have a taste. Come.
I'm not quite sure what's going on, but I think that's a vampire. You know this is the only choice. Be sensible. You do paint a rather pretty picture, but I heard some nasty stuff about what happens to those who join. Rumors and hearsay. I am here before you as the proverbial horse's mouth. You may take what I say at my word, or you will end like all the others will. That sounded vaguely like a threat to me. There you go, threatening. Though I suppose my own guild is threatened no less. I just don't know. You know, you haven't said it out loud yet. Perhaps, but wait, someone is listening to us. Get out of here before they see us. Go, we'll take care of these spies.
You are no match for my
With vengeance.
Okay.
With vengeance.
Let's hope that Bloodscalp doesn't take... Let's hope that Bloodscalp and Mirava, or whatever that other guy's name is, let's hope they don't take this the wrong way, seeing as it was legitimate self-defense. I think that we should be able to explain things away, but you never know, really. And let's see which of these you can learn. Already knows that one. There we go. Now, I want to have a read of these notes. Proclamation of warning to all guild members. The Shadow Council itself decrees that all chapters should be on their guard against the upstart Assassin's Guild usurping our membership. The lure of coin is naught but bait, and it is suspected that the end of those that defect has been most bloody. No guild can rival the Shadow Thieves, so any that claim as such must have darker motives. You've been warned of the cost of treachery. Well, ain't that just friendly? And we have this other note. The Shadow Thieves weaken day by day and cannot even protect their own members from the night they claim to know so well. What do your guild dues pay for besides the opulence of the Shadow Council? Join with us and receive what you know you are worth. We meet when the night is half past. You know the place. Curious. Very curious indeed.
Oh, yes.
We shall see where that leads, I suppose. Now, Toby, go get us a room at the inn. On second thought, actually, I'm going to forego the inn room. As I just remembered, this Shadow Thief infiltration mission thing that we're on right now. Part of that mission involved stealing something from someone at some temple. And we can do thievery much better at night, I imagine. So I think it might be for the best to let it stay nighttime. And we head over to the next area now. So, for the moment, we'll skip out on the government district and go to the temple, which is the place where the person we're supposed to steal from is supposed to make their residence at.
To the task at hand.
And we have a Shadow Thief just hanging out right there. But let's remind myself of where this is. If we can. Find proof of his treachery. Church of Talos is what we want, the Weather Mistress. And Temple of Talos is down here. So let's be on our way and get into the Temple of Talos.
Listen to me, my brothers and sisters.
Quite the crowd here, I see.
We have been chosen as the recipients of a most holy miracle. One that should neither be dismissed nor ignored. I, Gaul, I who have been stripped of my eyes most mercifully, have been shown the truth that has eluded the sighted. The gods that you worship are false gods. Icons that serve to increase the wealth of churches and heathens.
I know where this is
Listen
going.
to them not.
This is fucking Cyric again, isn't it?
Hold! You speak of blasphemy. The Morning Lord Lathander has always shown his benevolence and power. His presence among us is unquestionable.
Is it, priest? I ask all of you to question for a moment if what the priest says is true. Yes, his false god grants him power to fuel his spells, much as any wizard might possess. I say that the churches lie to you. They claim their gods are present when they do nothing other than require your coin to fill their pockets.
No, what you're saying cannot be true. The gods have ever protected us.
Is that so? Have they protected you from famine? Have they protected you from disease? Have they wrought harmony upon Faerun? No, they have not! They lie and cloud your sight to gain your worship of their false images. I have stripped myself of their foul eyes, and I see what is the truth. The truth, I tell you!
You lie! You lie! The gods exist! Such words are a horrid affront to the gods! Surely you will pay for this.
Quiet! Listen to what he has to say.
I call on you to abandon your false gods. They have done nothing for you. Cast them aside and join me on the true path. Join me in the calling of the true sight.
What does that mean? Shall we tear our own eyes out then? Don't be foolish. What shall we do then? Who shall we turn to if there's no gods?
But there is a God. There is the true God. The unseeing eye is here amongst us. He offers the faithful a clarity of vision, the true path to the divine. He offers you protection and succor.
Do not listen to him! He seeks to poison your minds!
Bah! What has your God ever done for me, eh? Eh? I'm poorer and no better off than I ever was.
Don't speak to the priest in that tone. The gods will be offended.
Don't you hear what he's saying? There are no gods to be offended. I say we see what this unseeing eye has to offer.
Aye, I wish to see.
No, my friends, you do not wish to see. Forget what the years of lies have taught your eyes. You wish to know. You wish to learn. These are the truths that the unseeing eye can offer to you. A truer gift that you'll not find amongst any of these other so-called deities. Come, witness the miracle of the truth. Come and behold the unseeing eye for yourself, and see the true God that is present amongst us.
No, do not go with him.
I'll do as I wish. I want the truth. Show me the unseeing eye.
Yes, show me.
Come then, those of you who wish to become the truly faithful, to witness the magnificence of the unseeing eye and the truth he brings. Come with me.
What are you doing? Are you mad? Quit your mouth, wench.
Aye, if you do not wish to see the truth, that is your business.
Come then, my faithful. Follow me.
Great. Religious disputes.
This must not
Nice.
come to pass. The ever-seeing eye of Helm must be made aware of what they intend.
Okay. I would speak with you. I would hire you as mercenaries in the service of Helm. I would prefer a woman of faith, but you will be adequate. Follow me to the Temple of Helm. I will discuss what is required of you there. Do not take too long. Helm requires you now. I have some stuff I need to steal from the Temple of Talos first, so give me a minute. And I'll be back very shortly. Now, though, the Temple of Helm needs our help dealing with this whole cult of the unseeing eye thing. And since that guy did say that he would like to hire us as mercenaries, to me, hire as mercenaries implies pay, which implies money, which we do rather need at the moment. So we will accept his proposal, I think, provided it's not too extreme. At first, I need to level up Toby. It's just a little bit of increase in our Thaco, as well as some more hit points, as we leveled up as a fighter rather than a thief. I do believe. Yep. We're level 8 fighter, level 9 thief now. So, Now, Toby is getting himself involved in religious disputes. Let's hope this doesn't turn into the Baldur's Gate version of the Crusades or something. Otherwise, we are running in the opposite direction as fast as we bloody well can.